What's going on, guys? Got Kicks89 here, back with another review exclusively from sunny Malaysia. It is the morning right now, and I just wanted to get this video of a pair of iconic basketball casual shoes that everyone has in their collection. And from the description, you know that I'm talking about the Air Force Ones. And this is just a triple white pair of Air Force Ones from Foot Locker's clearance damage sale, and I'll show you why in a moment, but you can't really see it. But this was only copped for only 143 ringgit Malaysia plus shipping. 143 for a pair of mid Air Force Ones, triple white plus shipping. Ladies, please wear the hell out of these if you actually do find it. But from the date of recording of this video, I think there's only a size 8 left on the Foot Locker Malaysia website. So good luck trying to find pairs in other Foot Locker stores. So like I said, triple white Air Force One mid. That is what the box label reads. The code is white blanc. Code is CW2289 So it just comes in your standard I call this the 2007 Air Force box, which is basically just a gray box with white lettering all over it. You've got the established 1989 and 1982 just right there. No other branding except for the recently revised Nike copywriting on the bottom. Nike Air, indicating that this shoe does actually have Nike Air. I've reviewed on my channel the 3M snakes, the Coco snakes, and the Jay-Z cool gray pairs, or the NYC cool gray pairs, but I'm glad to have a triple white pair of mids in my collection. Now I chose the Air Force One mid as a shoe as a shoe that I wore in school, because I also play basketball for my Sekolah Bukit Ramah Putra basketball team, and I just wanted a shoe that I could wear in school and also on the basketball court. So that meant, like, as a kid, I knew how to keep my shoes in check and always clean. Also, the Air Force One is a very iconic hip hop shoe, or just it's a cultural shoe. You know, if you appreciate hip hop, if you appreciate basketball, if you appreciate even just streetwear culture or anything of that sort, you know that the Air Force One is a very, very versatile pair of sneakers or shoes that you can just pull off with any outfit, provided that you know how to rock it right. You can wear it with slims, baggies, you can wear it with regular fit stuff, you can wear it with shorts, you can wear it naked, probably. You know, I don't know if anyone will do that, but you can pull off anything, and it's a very versatile color combination, plus the triple white, so like you don't have to color match everything and all that stuff. So in Bobbito Garcia's words, when you open up a box of a fresh pair of Air Force One mids, the angels just sing. I don't want to have to edit this, but like, look at that, you know, look at that. Every time I open up a box of Air Force One mids, especially the triple white colorways, I am transported back to high school days where I rocked the counterfeit ones, by the way, because I couldn't afford the real ones. So we used to pay 60 ringgit for these, and now I'm paying 143 for a retail pair. That's not that's a smart economic decision. But this is basically the shoe in its mid-top form with the strap, obviously. The Air Force One Cultural Revolution. Bruce Kilgore designed this in 1982. This is the first shoe to actually have the full-length Air sole unit, but it's wedged in a EVA carrier, so you can't really feel the compression. But over time, as you break it in, as you wear it through, you will be able to feel the compression somewhat. So cultural significance behind this shoe is that this is one hell of a famous basketball shoe. Nike decided to pull it off on the line one time, and then people wanted it back, and they started to do various shop exclusive around the US, particularly the Baltimore, Philadelphia, Jersey area, New York, basically. And then they developed a sort of like the Dunk Be True to Your School program where other schools could probably customize stuff. Nike was just a mom and pop shop store back in the day, so you could actually get in touch with their sales reps and like try to customize stuff for you. And then it just blew up, you know. Most significantly, Nelly's Air Force One's music video made this a cultural revolution for me, and it made me want to buy this shoe. Nelly's words is that when he started, before he made the song with his crew, I forgot the name on the top of my head, but like they used to pay $69.99 for these, and then when they dropped the song and Nike picked up on it, Nike started selling these for $100 US dollars. But over here, the retail in Malaysia is about $439 in 2024, so it's not that bad. It's not too far off from what we used to pay when we were kids, if we were to pay this at retail. The shoe has undergone various iterations and variations. It has a high top mid, a high top version, a low top version. Those are the OG came in a high top version with a removable strap around the ankle. The most iconic one is the low top version. And it has a Air Force 25 version back in 2007 where it just changed the design of the shoe but kept it true to its language, where there were seamless panels and there was a visible air pocket unit that you could see through the semi-translucent sole. Rasheed Wallace obviously had his logo on the heel, the Sheed Air Force Ones when he was playing, and still rocks to this day. And overall, just like a really quality shoe. So let's finally get into this pair. So the all white pair of Air Force One mids, or lows, or uptowns, or midtowns, whatever you want to call it. I just call it the Air Force One mids. It's a primarily leather build, but it is kind of like stiff, just a little bit. So you're not getting quality materials for this pair specifically, but it will do, and it will break it over time, and it will crease, but whatever, you know, just keep your pairs in check, send them to your sneaker cleaners and whatnot, and just have them keep it in check for you. You've got this dynamic, I'm just rereading Nike's punya ad print for this back in the day. So they call this a dynamic lacing system, which is supposed to hug your foot better and sort of make it contour it to the shape of your feet so that you flex properly when you are wearing the shoe. You have perforations at the top of the toe, just right there, and that used to be a big sign as to whether or not your pair was fake. The cut of the leather, like I said, is pretty thick, so it doesn't flex well, but it wears in well, that much I know. So over at the mid panel, you have the same material for the toe. You have the swoosh in a same material as well. If you can tell, like, that is the thickness of the leather. So that is how thick it is, and how it's actually, to me, pretty quality for that matter. Over at the heel, you have the heel wrap, which is supposed to support your foot as you play basketball, and you have the iconic stripe with the Nike Air Force One, Nike Air logo in the heel. Same thing you get on this side. There used to be perforations there. I don't know if that's supposed to be there anymore, or if that was actually never there in the first place, but I recall when I was a kid there used to be perforations, or not, or that was probably because my pair was fake, but you guys tell me. For the laces, you have a lace dubre at the top with the EF1 logo. That has also changed over time. That's also a customizable piece, so put whatever that you want there, you know. Like, I have this crazy idea where I want to remove my Watch the Throne LeBron lace lock and just put it here just for added shock factor, but let's not do that and scare the hell out of people, because that, firstly, would be highly impractical, and number two, too much of a color pop, right? So going up, you have these thick laces. Sorry, not thick, but they're just like laces to the thickness that I like. Thank you, Scopes. I love watching his videos. No logo on the lace tip, and this has always been the pair. No extra laces for the Air Force One mid. Has never been a pair that came with extra laces. The collab pairs and the other pairs did, but not this one, obviously. At the top, You have the iconic lace, lace protective, but you have the strap with the Nike Air logo embroidered there in white. You have a plastic piece which will wear over time, but for some reason the Air Force One Mids punya plastic piece here doesn't deteriorate as fast. It actually feels pretty damn solid to my touch right now, and for my pairs over time. Not just talking about the recent pairs that I reviewed for this channel, but when I didn't have a channel, there were other pairs that I got for clearance, and they all wore in. Like, I mean, they lasted at least probably 7 to 10 years of just being there and sometimes not being used and left out in the sun. But let's pray that this also keeps its form and just does not deteriorate over time. That's just a good indication as to the thickness of the material used on the strap, and that's pretty much the same that you get for the rest of the shoe. The strap is backed with synthetic leather. That's the semi-white leather, and you can just tell that that doesn't flex too well either, but this does. On the top you have the Nike Air Force One logo. You can't tell, but it's right there at the top of the tongue in this cloth material. For the lining of the tongue, for this one you have synthetic leather, which is not that bad. I always thought it was genuine leather, but then again, genuine leather would not wear well. At the top you have these kind of like this finishing material, which Virgil Abloh took off when he was designing his Nike shoes. Rest in peace, Virgil Abloh. And that the shape of the tongue is also quite interesting. I don't know if I can show you this, but it's kind of like the semi-gusseted tongue, which kind of forces the tongue to kind of sit in between here, right above here. So that's an interesting design touch that Bruce Kilgore came up with. In the inside, you have the sock liner, which is very rough and very rigid, and some people have bleedings when they wear this shoe for the first time, but I hope that I don't bleed when I wear it. But that's kind of like the Dr. Martens punya break-in process. It's just a labor of love, and it just shows that it's your pair specifically. So let's unlace these because I want to pull out the insoles. Bear with me. Okay. So the insoles of the shoe is not glued in, if I'm not mistaken. When it first arrived from Foot Locker, I tried pulling it out and I put it back in. So bear with me, guys. Okay, yeah. Okay, here we finally have it. So that is what I call a Duropontex style of a foam. It's very thick, very nice to the touch. It has some arch support right there. You have the Nike since 82 logo right here, and you have Air Force One on the other side of the shoe. So that's what it looks like. This is a legit pair, obviously, from Foot Locker. On the inside, you don't have a lining for the strobel, but you do feel the foam beneath the strobel, which is, you can just kind of like feel it to the touch, and it's pretty nice. Yeah. And finally, let's get to the outsole / midsole combo of the shoe. So this is a cup sole construction, much like how most skateboarding shoes are made back in the day, with stitching all around. You've got the Nike Air in the heel with a stripe just right there going over to the heel and over to the medial side of the heel. Stitching going all the way around, and then basically just your outsole, because you can't tell, but the outsole is highly customizable on an Air Force One, because like you could color in this side, these ridges and whatnot, and these ridges just add for overall flexibility. It doesn't look like a flexible monster right now, but it will flex and wear over time. On the outsole, you have one of the best performing outsoles ever. No matter if this was a fake pair, legit pair, this outsole just damn works on the basketball court. Trust me, I played at least. So you have this very radial pattern, which I think what Nike's ad said was that this was like a yeah, it was basically like a pivot style radial pattern, but it works very well because of the multi-directional coverage that you have on all sides of the floor. And you have these stars at the tip of the toe, of the sole, and also on the heel, and that's pretty nice to have. Now, that will wear over time, obviously, but that's nice to have when it's first out of the box and just wearing it. Nike in the middle right there. And like I said at the start of the video, the technology in an Air Force One is just an EVA foam carrier, and right in the middle of that EVA foam carrier is the full-length Nike Air. I believe that back in the day it also featured full-length Nike Air. May have been revised over time because Nike likes to change things up. Sometimes I think that there's like an air pocket in the forefoot and in the heel, but I don't believe that that's the case for more Air Force One throughout the years at least. And that takes care of the review, guys. I just love this shoe. I have nothing much else to say about it. Highly versatile. I wear it with anything. I would play basketball in these. I have purchased countless pairs of these over my 34 years of life, and I think I'll be buying more, obviously, especially if they're at this discounted price. So getting into what Foot Locker, why Foot Locker actually let these go, they said that they are destroyed pairs, but I think that this is or damaged and defect pairs, but I don't see any yellowing or any discoloration or any sign of pre-wear deterioration for that matter. But I talked to a store employee at Foot Locker Wanutama in Bandar Utama, and they said that the reason they were selling them at 143 is because some pairs have started to show yellowing, which is a sign that their storage system is probably messed up, and thus causing the shoe to, obviously, instead of being pearly white, to appear slightly yellowish, and that's the pairs that they let go. But I'm very happy that my pair came in pristine condition, and it looks pretty nice and white in my opinion. And yeah, happy to have this for 143, guys. So that takes care of the review, guys, from sunny Malaysia. The sun is out in full effect, and I hope, and I apologize if there's any mis-zooming and video quality, poor video quality. That's it. See, you got Kicks 89, Air Force One mids. Give me 2 pairs because I need 2 pairs. I need more pairs. See you guys in the next one. Peace.